You have to bear with me while I go on and let the family know that we are gathering close to on time. I was trying to get it this morning. I was trying to get this one. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. Brother got on this shirt. Yeah. Got on my shirt. Yeah. Let me go on and refresh the chat so we can go. Of course y'all know we're not gonna be doing a call in this morning because it's work day. We got to get to work. We got on our daily toaster. It's kind of wrinkled, but hey, it is what it is. I want to say great Ujima to each and every last one of you out there. And while we're waiting for the black signal to get up, go and get my hair together. Go ahead, fight. That's what I'm talking about. Do that good fight. For some reason, there we go. Let's log in. We logged in. Let's send out the text message. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Oh my God, everything moving slow this morning, but at least it's moving, right? So family, I want to, first off, while I'm waiting for it to come up, before I start, I have to send out my text message. I like to keep my word, let people know what's going on. Come on. All right, we trying. I have to refresh. There we go, broadcast. So, they had a great show last night. I want to thank all of the people that participated in our discussion. I go to sleep now, and I'm dreaming about the show. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, we are on episode 1, 2, 2, 3, I think. Well, hold on, 123-19-3. We are on show. We are well into 1,000 show as far as Gye-Nyame journey. Now, that ain't even including the other stuff. But I must say, and I have to say this, for Gye-Nyame, for the Daily Toast, we are toasting. Grab your glass and catch up. I'm gonna throw that URL up in there so that they could go on if they wanted to. Let's see what happens if I don't put the URL in. We lost one Daily Toaster. I don't know where they went, but we're one Daily Toaster short. Those that want to be on the Daily Toaster list, text 77292. Text toaster to 77292. Toaster, TOASTER. Probably accept Daily Toaster as well. You know what I'm saying? Text toaster to 77292 so that you could be added to the list so that you know when we up. If you special forces type and you can get up this early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Because it takes a special type of person to want to get up and salute their ancestors before the rise of the sun. So, family, I want to thank everybody. Well, the chat is not up, but first off, let me welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Good job, Anime. Of course, this is a Heart of a Simple production. This is the Daily Toast, for those that don't know. We strive to do nothing but what?
Mr. Deity.
Come on, drink your water, but take your breath and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. But first you know you got to breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your bottle of that water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift it for your water. Drink, 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 drink. We're gonna try to kill it this morning, y'all. Come on. Lift, pour, then drink. Now, move your body and get some water. Stretch your body and get some water. Move your body and get some water. Oh, come on. Move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, yeah, drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man, raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Alright, here we go. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Take a breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Here we go. Let's drink it. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Drink your water. 50 ounces. I couldn't get it in a minute. A little bit. That was a little bit over a minute. I couldn't get it. I'm working on it. Because we could do the 33 ounces in less than a minute. This one take a little bit longer. I might have to start a little bit earlier. I can't even go all the way to the breakdown to get it. But family, I want to thank everybody that was participating on the call last night. Doing the show. I want to thank all of you that's up in the morning with us to toast the ancestors. And remember, there's always room on an ancestor list for your ancestors as well. Join the tribe. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the daily rituals that we have. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got some that you have incorporated into your life. You know what I'm saying? But this is one that we at the journey carry. I figured, we salute all these ancestors. Martin Luther King has his day. Malcolm X, we have a celebration for him. But who's celebrating grandma and grandpa? Who's celebrating some of those cousins and some of those aunts and uncles? You know what I'm saying, family? You know what I'm saying? Who's celebrating some of those good friends that passed away? And the question I had to answer was, when I asked the question, I had to be like, I guess I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, it bothered me that we would get to the libations part and people would be just short. As far as you get to personal ancestors, it'd be real short. You'd be like, oh my God. Yeah, I know y'all got some great ancestors. Early risers, that's right, Brother Quasi. We out here doing it. I might have missed Brother Kwame because Brother Kwame goes swimming early in the morning. I don't know if he's still doing it. I hope he's still doing it. But, in some form or fashion, we got to drink, we got to breathe, we got to drink, and we got to move, To stay healthy, remember, family, the 4 basic pillars for health, at least as far as Gye-Nyame journey, is 1, proper breathing, conscious breathing, all right? Conscious breathing, every now and then retaining the breath, you know what I'm saying? Very simple, consciously breathing, drinking water, drink your water, all right? Get you some good water. Brother Aaron suggests he wants us to do a 21-day or 30-day distilled water test, see if we can feel a difference. Then also eating a culturally appropriate diet, which we constantly stress, culturally appropriate. You know what I'm saying? We all didn't have the same relationship with nature as groups of people, and we need to see what relationship our ancestors had with nature prior to the incursion and during the incursion. The stuff that was good, you know what I'm saying? We keep the stuff that is not necessarily working for us, we get rid of. And we start adding African elements to some of the stuff that we're doing. Coconuts, fruits, leafy vegetables, tubers, especially tubers, man. Ooh. I'm still trying to learn how to like the African yam. Me and the African yam don't really get along all that much, but, I try it every now and then. You know what I'm saying? The last one is culturally appropriate movements. All right, family? So start working out. Get your body together. All right, so here we go. Yep. Trying to hold that gallon for somebody, but they didn't want it. Shame. So we got this ambrosia. I'm going to start brewing, I promise. I'm going to brew. Give me a second. I'm going to brew. Trust me. I'm going to start brewing again. Not my fault. I'm going to start fermenting. I'm a fermenter. Shaka is the brewer. All right, so we lift up our glass and we salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We call it great power, that great strength into our presence. Even though we know it's always there, we lift up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator, and we toast and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the stars of the show. Those, I want to make sure I got the right sheet. Those who made it possible for us to be here, you know what I'm saying, through their sacrifice and through their work and through their lessons, we are able to prosper. We're able to live. We're able to discuss, have conversations. So we lift up these ancestors. And, of course, we're going to start off the Daily Toast list. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Kristen Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montuki Pimenel, Normal X, Pet Mount, Rob, Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, the Luxor Brothers, Mr. Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Princess Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Weller, Beatty Farmer, Agosu Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Charmaine, Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury, Senior, Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Severn Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Henry Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Trigg Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peanut Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. How you doing, Miss Inya? I just love hearing my mama's name in the morning on my way to the gym. It makes me smile. Thank you. No problem, sister. No problem. And once again, family, anybody out there that have ancestors, you know what I'm saying, and you want to put them on the list, we have room. This sheet, we started this sheet 2 years ago. We started this sheet, we started this sheet 2 years ago. We started this sheet last year. Now for this year, for the next Kwanzaa, because last year during Kwanzaa we had 1 page. During this Kwanzaa in 2019 we had 2 pages. Next year I want to have 3 pages saluting all of our ancestors, and we could do that. That's not hard. And on top of that, we get to find a culturally appropriate holiday, a cultural stabilizing holiday. So let's keep on going. William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carter Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, Georgia Haley Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kemp, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornenda Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erliton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Morel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., let me get that right, Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Shouts out to Miss Navita Nelson. Your birthday party is on its way. Wow. And so many parties on that day. So many parties. I have a children's party to go to, skating party. Hope, hopefully I stay moved, doing my movement and drinking my water, so I get out there and skate with the kids and not fall down and hurt myself. I could fall down, but I don't want to hurt myself. And then Elder Isid is having a birthday party on that day, but of course, I will be in the place to be. It's gonna be with Miss Navita over there. I can't remember where the party at, but you can post it up anyway. Also on our list in our little book, we got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, big ups, Aunt Sis, right? Elder Shaka McNair, and Anthony Brown. I think she told me the Trinidad Browns. We got Browns over in Trinidad, so that's my sister Miss Jackie. Shouts out. Like I said, we have room for your ancestors, but for the ones that we read, and since there's none popping up on the chat, we lift up our glass and we toast those ancestors. From there, family, where do we go? We move into the present moment, and y'all know what's going on in the present moment. The present moment is where all our power lies. The present moment is all we got. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Where you at?
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. So we are on Ujima, right? For those that don't speak the language, that's collective work and responsibility, right? Family, activate those reticular formations somewhere around here. You know what I'm saying? And hunt down Ujima. Where is Ujima happen? Snap a picture of it. Share it with us on Gye-Nyame Journey. If we want, we have to start looking for the world that we want. Not in an illusionary type way. We have to start finding our principles because they're out there. They're working. They're working in our community. They're working in our homes. We just have to be cognizant of it. We have to wake up and be conscious of it. It's sort of like the breath. You got to, every now and then, you got to consciously look for the breath. You got to consciously practice the breath. And we got to consciously practice our principles and consciously look for our principles. So that so that we can affirm, the reality that we're moving into, the reality that we're building, one based on principle, not necessarily on leadership, but based on principle. The principles lead, because the principles are solid. Humans fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So we have principle-based leadership as a group. Who's gonna stop us? Who's gonna fuck with us? Who's gonna kill a leader? You know what I'm saying? So Ujima, for those that don't speak the language, you can't kill a principle. You kill a man, you kill a woman. Ujima, collective work and responsibility. For those that don't speak the language, the modern principle of the day is righteousness. The M7, the Millennium 7, that we used to teach your kids, because collective work and responsibility is a mouthful, is the term respect. Respect. The color is blue, as you see. I have on a blue Daily Toaster shirt, and as Shasha say, get your merch. Get your merch. We have it. Well, we got some. I just been lazy lately. You know how it is. The Hermetic law of the day is vibration. Male name for the day is Kweku. Female name is Akua. So, pulling from the 7 EEC principles and values from the Emotional Emancipation Circle, African Center Cultural Virtue and Value System, in Wolof today, looking at Wolof, in Wolof today, the word is Yar, that's politeness and respect, particularly towards your elders. In Akan ethics, it's obedience and respect. Ooh, I never noticed that. We was on to something when we put together that list. Let's see. Yep, I'm on the right one. And in traditional Yoruba, attributes of good characters, we have Iluti, which is teachability. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We have any Yoruba speakers, the word is spelled I-L-U-T-I. It looks like Iluti to me. Teachability. All right, so we lift up our glass in this moment of power. And we lift up our glass, and by lifting up the glass, we make a pact with those whose shoulders we stand upon, our ancestors, the past, and we also make a pact with the future, saying that we will take full advantage of the now, squeezing out every opportunity in this moment so that we can build a firm foundation upon which our children can stand. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Where do we go from there, Brother Hatem? This is where we go. From the present moment, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. It's a beautiful thing that we could do that. So we lift up our glass to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Beautiful thing that we are able to toast and let them know that we're working for them. We're working for their benefit. All right, so we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to the next step. And what's that? We move on to all of our relations and we toast. And we say, Ashe. I've been toasting like this so long, man. I got to go. Every now and then, I got to practice the traditional way of pouring. Because I don't want to forget. Because I'll be so caught up doing this. But anyway, we toast all of our relations and we say Ashe. From their family, we move on. And we move on to that selfish libation. What is it that you need in this moment? It's just right now in this moment. You know, we lift it up and we say Ashe. Right? one moment at a time. We build one moment at a time. From there, family, we move to the part that I like. I want to toast the most magnificent, beautiful, uplifting, inspiring, and strong person, the strongest and the wisest person in the room. I lift up my glass to you, and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I don't got my coffee this morning. I'm going to make it a little bit later. Plus, I left my coffee cup at the school. How could I do such a thing? All right, family. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. The party is at Lincoln Cafe on Kaumba at 6 p.m. I probably owe some more push-ups. I'm not going to push-ups out this morning because I owe quite a lot. But that's for Miss Navita's party at Lincoln Cafe. Gonna go kick it. I'm not playing no spades though. I'm gonna get away from the spades table because I know how disrespectful some spades players can be, the junk talking, and so shouts out to each and every last one of y'all, family. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And here's to you. But you know what? I'm out because I gotta earn clothes. I gotta find something to listen to on my playlist so that I can go on and go and iron these clothes. So shouts out to the people that joined me this morning. Look like we got Brother Quasi Lowe, Sister Inya, we got Navita, we got Brother Kwame. Bidwiz is the he called him out. Kwame said Bidwiz. I never learned how to play Bidwiz. Never was a card player anyway. Never was a card player. But anyway, family, it was great these last few days. Because we have been doing talk and toast. We did it on Kaumba. We did it on Imani. We did it on Emoja. We was able to do it yesterday on Kuji Chagalia. And like I said, as we start building up, maybe that will be something that we can go on and start adding a little bit, some more days of toasting and talking. But that's going to take work, which I ain't scared of. You know what I'm saying? I'm building right now. So family, I'm saying peace, and I'm wishing you power, joy, all that for 100 years. I'm out. Peace.